We are live here for the last 7th session, the final session of the 2020 International Virtual Dada Festival from Three Rooms Press. I'm Peter Karloftis.
And Cat George.
Yes.
We're co-directors of Three Rooms Press.
And this is our journal. We are celebrating MAINTENANT 14, which we've been putting out since 2008, is it?
Yeah.
2008. And number 14 has 256 artists and writers from 6 continents. And as I keep saying, next year we want, if anyone knows anyone from Antarctica, an artist or writer, please suggest they submit to our publication for number 15. And during the intermission, the second half, between the first and second half, Kat and I will be on. We will announce number 15's theme. But this theme for MAINTENANT 14 is unsustainable bullshit.
Yeah.
And that's what we have in this world right now, whether it's coming out of some cretin's mouth or whether it's these things you see on the cover, which this is Walter Robinson, neo-pop artist, New York artist. He's a gifted, talented guy, and he did this cover art, and we put a composite together, and we call this These Are Our Children.
These are our children.
These are our children.
Yeah.
What you see here will be on this earth a lot longer than we will. Unless a big giant asteroid hits us and we become a moon for Venus or something like that.
Wow.
And if we got 4 more years of Trump, I might vote for the becoming a moon of Venus. So I'll vote for that.
Hey,
okay.
We've got a great lineup tonight.
Wonderful lineup. With
Dada superstars from
East Coast. Dada superstars number 3. Can you imagine that?
This is session 7.
Our final.
We've had over 100 people,
100 contributors from that book.
And they're all contributors to Dada Journal. You can get the journal if you don't have your copy. This is limited edition, so check it out and get that journal.
That's right. Slip it to you out the back door. Okay,
right. 3roomspress.com/product/MAINTENANT14. So go ahead and check that out when you can. And Peter.
Yes.
Who's our first performer?
Our first performer is our dear friend who reads with us every year, Bukowski. He's a Labyrinth theater dude, playwright, and we sure love him.
Actor.
Michael Puzzo, actor, you name it. Here he is. Look at him.
Michael Puzzo.
Look at him. And he's smart. He's got earphones on so he doesn't have to hear us. He's muffling out what we say.
Just sound-canceling earphones.
That's Dada, baby.
Yeah.
All right. So we love your piece in the book. Remember, we showed up at...
Yeah, you guys came and saw me perform it. Yeah.
Saying it. And you did send it to us, and I said, hey, we love this. So let's hear your mad tirade at our times and take it on. Take it away, Michael Puzzo. All right, thank you for...
Step right up, step right up. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, step right up and see the greatest show on earth. America, the New World, USA, Los Estados Unidos. What are you waiting for? The streets are paved with gold, for Christ's sake. Step right up, come inside. This land was made for you and me, and our admission is totally free. Free like our religion, free like our speech, free like our shipping, with a purchase under $30. Free like Willie, free like you, and free like me. We've got life. We've got liberty. And if it's happiness that's your pursuit, we've got Ask About our reasonable installment plan. Operators are standing by. Hurry, hurry, don't be shy. America's just right inside, where every day's the 4th of July, every week Shark Week, and every party it's like it's 1999. Hurry, hurry, step right up and take a chance on a world-famous American dream. Everyone's a winner. It's got everything. Protraction, inaction, overreaction, underreaction, uterine contraction, and dissatisfaction, but best of all, distraction. So try our American dream, guaranteed to keep your eye on the pie in the sky to the day you'll die. Step right up, don't be shy. Through the golden door, see our spectacular great green lady of the harbor. She may seem a little cold and standoffish at first, but you'll be amazed at how welcoming her loving arms can be. But be warned, she's a mouth kisser. Just go with it, guaranteed to get your rampart streaming gallantly. America America, where we number our wars neatly, and like The Godfather, nobody wants to see part 3. America, where our fireworks are guaranteed to never work the baby, scare the dog, or make the crowd go less than ooh. Thrilled to our rootin' tootin' actual shootin' cowboys and Indians Wild West show. Right inside, right inside. And if you happen to know any actual real Indians, please contact Clyde. Talk to Clyde, NHR. He's right inside. Seriously, we're hiring. Step right up. Find Jesus. Find the Lindbergh baby. Find out why the caged bird sings. We've got flags to salute, soldiers to recruit, and rivers and oceans and lakes to pollute. Step right up and take a ride on the Underground Railroad. Visit the Little House on the Prairie. Go to the prom with Carrie. Get an upset stomach. Go to the doctor and find out you're allergic to dairy. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, they and them, step right up. Step right up. See the actual pillow where Martin Luther King had his famous dream. See the secret love child of Barbie and G.I. Joe, JFK and Marilyn Monroe. See the quill that signed for our independence. Take the pill to stop you from getting pregnant. We've got huddled masses, Jackie Onassis, and corrupt politicians showing their asses. See Muhammad Ali, Anthony Susan B. Drive your Chevy to the levee. It's as dry as the sea. Go shopping. Buy a Cadillac. Budweiser, buy Gettysburg Address, buy Winnie the Pooh some pants. We've got E.T., Wounded Knee, and an unsingable anthem by Francis Scott Key. We can deck the halls. We've got Biggie Smalls and totally abandoned shopping malls. Buy Greenland, buy a soul. We got plenty for sale. We've got the Grand Canyon, Steve Banyan, and rivers of gold for you to pan in. We've got Play-Doh, Jim Crow, and in Spanish, El Gato in a sombrero. There's a bald eagle, Charlie Brown's beagle. Go ahead and shoot him. It's no longer illegal. So step right up, admission's free. It's free, just like you and just like me. The end.
Yeah! All right, you got it, baby. That's the swirling PTI circus big tent. We're under the tip. It's a very small tent, and the same words keep reverberating, and we're all like in the we're in we have the DTs from this.
Right.
It's like a bad relationship.
That's right.
Here's my thought: we need to get a restraining order once we get rid of Trump, and that he can't come within 200 miles of our border, because every single one of us is fucking traumatized by this son of a bitch. So for you, and I'm with you on that wonderful Jeremiah for us. So,
thanks, guys.
Thank you so much. I can remove you from the stream. You can watch on Facebook. But
I'm going to watch on Facebook.
We don't love you and your work. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Michael Puzzo. Who do we have next, Peter?
We do have our dear friend Karen Hildebrand from the wild parts of Brooklyn.
Oh my
all
God.
the way from Brooklyn, Karen
Hildebrand.
Karen.
Wow, Michael, that was amazing.
Yeah.
Step right up.
Right.
We're going to let you take it on, okay?
Okay.
It's yours now. Full screen.
Go for it.
You're on.
This is the end of Appointment TV. And it's a 2-for-1 special, this poem. I want you to know. You can read it 2 ways. You can read it 2 columns. You can read it straight down the first column, then the second column, or you can read it across. Take your pick. The end of Appointment TV. We need more red. Why not get your velvet cake frosted thick armpit tattoo? We who open the door to 3-headed snake religious fanatics. Learn the mudra for on the porch. Ignore, I can't see you. Watch dad's drunken, I'm headed downstate stumble in mayo dipped 67 clear blue T-bird Oscar Mayer suburbia, white walls grinning, and Old Spice like a peacock on Saturday. That's what's in this year's edition. I'm going to read also my piece from last year, which is called, it's a tongue twister, Crotch Shot of the can-can dancers. We wish to file an objection to the way we are portrayed, in panties with our legs perpetually in the air. Let the record show fresh crew cuts and yellow letter sweaters. We are more than number 2 pencils lined up in a box, sharpened to a point and worn to a nub. Watch as we lift our brows in cannon and flit from stamen to pistol. Your teeth leave tracks on our slender torsos. We aspire to live alone in an ice hut with a lime sunk deep. Tune our harps to the sonic vibration of fish. Thank you.
Hey, Karen!
Karen!
Thank you guys for having me. Thank you for all that you do.
One of our 256 writers and artists in MAINTENANT 14. Thank you, Karen.
Each one unique.
Everybody's unique. We know that. And we,
All right.
you know.
Thank you so much for participating in this and being you. And did you get your MFA, by the way?
Working on it.
All right, go for it.
We believe in you.
All right, we're back behind you 100%. All right, see you later.
Bye.
So, Peter,
Yes.
what do you think about Dada?
Dada is Dada. It was the Big Bang for modernism. It broke open, the mold for everything to come artistically, culturally from that point by the Dadaists from say Tristan Tzara and Zurich to all of the other Dadaists in New York, in Paris, in Romania, and in Berlin. In fact, Dada is so amazing that at that time, during World War I, or the Great War at that time, they didn't know it was World War I, of course, that all of a sudden you had the Franco-Prussian War being refought 50 years later for no reason. And in those no reason was 400,000 corpses in trenches throughout, the German French borders, and sometimes into France, sometimes into Germany, and for naught. They're looking at these corpses, they're looking at the blood, and they're saying, what the fuck is going on with society? What the fuck happened to mankind? And if the Renaissance got us to this place, we must change everything. And from now on, Dada is anti-everything, including anti-Dada. But the one thing you have to admire about the Dadaists is that some of them were in Berlin, some were in Paris, and some were in Zurich, in a neutral city. But they were on the opposite sides of this
because they're artists, and
they saw the need to move forward with creation. That's something we're not sitting on right here at this time, because to move forward with this creation would take an anti-stance against what's going on. So there's our side, and we can be artists. The other side might think not wearing a mask or whatever the fuck is going on is chaos. They might think this might be some sort of expression of freedom, and what it is it's expression of oppressing everyone's freedom on earth. So fuck you, and we're moving forward with the freedom to think and to breathe and create today, unimpeded by any of this. So we're going to bring up the next performer, our dear friend Robert Gibbons. Where is he, Robert? Come on!
I'm here.
You've got an audience in the back.
Yeah, I got an audience. How are you?
Hello, how are you?
Hey, I'm so happy. You all look so cute tonight. Thank you. I love it. I love everything.
Funny, so maybe
always
better to 2020.
All right, so
we're gonna
give you the screen and take it away, Robert Gibbons.
Thank you.
To the people.
I have 2 poems. My first poem is "A Bird Fell During the Pandemic." Some sound happened in the middle of my block. A bird had fallen from the sky, and someone had to rescue it before it died. I thought it to be a movie set, or next door, the house full of children. The street with all the baby strollers and overcoats and quilted blankets in search of the organic, and the world is on edge. Only a bird had fallen like manna, like leavened bread, its head contorted, a gravitational pull of its weight, the fuselage of its body manacled to the cement. So I went to hear the commotion, to add my person to the sound, the loud display of concern. And I thought I did not have the urn to write, to swim in my own filth with the limbless and the feeble and the needy, to disarm and to change, to spend the night naked as a tree limb, not metaphorical, not emotional, the right to breathe or succeed. And there is negativity to project on my insecurity in the pure wind. So it begins, maybe it comes down to a sound or a sign or a signal or light post, wherever hope is, wherever charity is. My bare self, from the accoutrement or minutia, a bird fell, and because of it, there is hell. Entitlement. It was monetary that night in that hotel on Times Square, the $100 an hour, because I had it that night. I found the crack in the wall like I found you, the smell of pizza on the corner, and I did not make the walls sweat. I rather olive than cherry, breath than speak, rather smother you in muscle, and there is only one winner and one loser in this game. And finally, I'll read the piece from the book. Thank you so much, Kat and Peter, for always supporting me and always being very inclusive. The title of this piece is called Al Fresco. I left it all behind. It had been the metaphor for the week, the city in a stagnant drool. I want something more medieval than a town, maybe something with a historic name, a one-frame church with a rising steeple, a New Britain, a Naugatuck, a meridian out of touch with the world. I want to be top gallant, upside down, and there is a rest area to spare, to establish a main street, always chasing the beats like the boys on the corner of Broadway, pedaling his mixtape. I will not rape the trope to be published, and you're right when you say my internal rhymes are so irritating, keeping time so obligating. But why? What you say is that they are my rhymes. There are more miles deep into this wood. I'm searching for substance, whether Binghamton or Purchase. Oh, there it is, a house by the lake. I'm overlooking the expressway. It looks so fake. Then I chase it down the road, placing me into a block, opening the pages to Mac Ernst with his naked tourists, big bold bodies with no shirt. I had to be attracted to the outside. Forget the frick. Forget the acquisition of Piero, a stop hole traveling to a Zizo. There it is. To me, it's more than credential. It's more than penitential of Ezra Pound or the visit of Langston. Leave the cantos to the package poet in Battery Park. Leave me in the dark to the cramp of these voices. Thank you so much.
All right, Robert Gibbons.
Thank you so much, Rob.
Thank you. Thank you.
So much.
Listen, we're going to remove you from the stream now.
Thank you.
And you can watch on Facebook or YouTube, okay?
Yes, thank you.
Right. Thanks so much.
Appreciate it.
For
All right.
Thank you. Beautiful to see you.
All right.
Okay, Kat.
So now we have next up, we have a person that you've probably heard about because she's been talking about this show all over the place. Thank you so much, Amy Barone.
Yay, Amy.
Yay.
I'll put back on the glasses.
All right. So
Okay. Well, I'm honored to be here. It's a rich journal, and I'm just proud to have a poem.
yeah, we're gonna let you go.
Exoplanet.
We're going to turn you over to the audience.
All right, here you go, Amy.
I have a poem in this rich journal. I'm very honored to be in it. Thank you, Pat and Peter. It's called Exoplanet K2. Scientists found another Earth-sized planet. New discoveries give me hope that our days aren't numbered on numbing Earth with its too many people, problems, waste. I could start over 339 light years away, at peace among the Virgo constellation. But they say it's unlivable, sits too close to its star. Atmosphere's metallic, hot, dense like Mercury. How can that be? It sounds like the perfect spot for me. And I'm going to read a poem. I feel it's in line with the theme, unsustainable bullshit. It's from my latest book. It's called Fashion Monk. He fled the Spanish Civil War to pioneer the chainmail miniskirt, throwaway chic, the unwearables. Paco Rabanne crafted dresses from metal rings, paper and plastic. He concocted citrusy perfumes and Barbarella's space-age costumes. Now free, he travels nonstop in search of his place in the cosmos. He sees auras, rejects the fluff his customers covet, fashioned a Spartan life free of attachment, blames technology for the fear and stress gripping planet Earth. Thank you.
So much, Amy.
Barone.
All right, Amy. Thank you for
Thank
joining
you.
us from Chelsea, New
Thank
York.
you.
East Coast Part 3. We're going to remove you now from the stream.
Okay.
Please watch on Facebook or YouTube, your choice. And we'll be
Awesome.
thinking about you, and you're a part of this forever. So thank you.
Right.
All right.
All
So
right.
here we are, 2020.
It's
I
our-
should have those eyeballs that come out,
Yeah.
right?
This is the final session of our 7-session international virtual Dada festival. And we've had almost 100 people from around the world, 13 countries participate. And you guys are all what makes it. And the people in the audience, thank you so much for being there and making it happen.
And our dear friends here on the East Coast, one of which is
da 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 da.
Matthew
Matthew
Hupert.
Hupert.
Ism is a retrovirus.
Yes. Ism is a retrovirus. He's also a publisher and host of a fantastic monthly series. So please welcome Matthew Hupert.
Thank you guys so much. It is an honor to share the stage and screen with such distinguished and talented people. I have two pieces. The first one is the one that's in MAINTENANT here. It's called The Dead of Waterloo Were Sold as Fertilizer, a found poem. The dead of Waterloo had their teeth pulled out, fashioned into dentures. Waterloo was such a bonanza for Britain's denture industry that sets made of human teeth were sold as Waterloo dentures. Their bones were ground into fertilizer. The good farmers of Yorkshire, for their daily bread, were indebted to the bones of their children. Thank you. Next, I have a poem that I wrote actually for New Year's Day, but it seems with this very fucking important election coming up to be appropriate for today. So this is called the Meta Anti-Self-Referential Poem. I knew what I was going to read tonight. That poem about injustice and the shit show we're in. The one that killed the last few times because it was right on. It universalized my personal to the snaps of poets. But it's January 1st, and I can't just moan anymore. And we need to read hopeful, because it's not about children in cages or kleptocrats or quasi-fascists. It's about us, because this is ours to turn about. 2020's all about vision. Don't let the perfect be the enemy of the good. Find the line between skeptical and cynical. Choose love. Love your choice. Anyone denying science is seeking personal gain. Anyone dividing us is seeking personal gain. Anyone demonizing compassion is seeking personal gain. Progress. Progress over profit. Progress over profit. if your voice had no power. They wouldn't be working so hard to silence it. Thank you.
Beautiful, Matthew.
That's
Beautiful.
Thank you guys so much. Thank you.
Yeah.
So we're gonna leave you on because you have Meghan coming on later, so that'll be fine. So just hang in there.
Hang out in the green room.
And we're gonna move on to our next reader. So thank you, Matthew
All right,
Hupert.
Matthew Hupert. Woo!
Hupert, it's Hupert. Hupert. Why do I say Hupert?
Because I used to say it.
She used to say Hupert, damn it.
All right.
All right, next we're going to bring up Janet Hamill, another book that we published, Tales from the Eternal Cafe.
Yeah.
So here's Janet Hamill to provide us with a little Dada love on this September 23rd, Wednesday, in the middle of pandemic.
Right.
Yeah,
Really nice to see you, Janet.
It's good to see you, Janet.
it's great to see you guys too. You look fantastic.
Thank
And
you.
it's really great. I'm really enjoying everyone's readings and putting faces to this work that I've been acquainted with, but not their faces, nor have I met most of them in person before, so it's really been great. So I'm going to read the poem from the current issue right here, and it's called The Valley of the Fallen. And drone of wasps circle sockets in the catacombs, stacked and packed since the general borrowed the mummified hand of a saint to keep his bedside skull. Flagellants, hooded inquisitors, and sideshow freaks draw straws, set fire to forests, throw plastic into the sea, and substitute coal in the barbecue with books. A dirty word to say, books, bindings, paper, print, dirty words to say. Slander and insult, rich bastards, eyes darting over the contract of the last big deal. On clouded mounts, the four horsemen, war, famine, pestilence, and death, red in tooth and claw, erase the footprints on the floor of the Valley of the Fallen. And the next one I'm going to read is from MAINTENANT 10. And this one is a cut-up by the author, I should know his name, Clark Ashton Smith, who was a early to mid 20th century speculative writer, a writer of speculative fiction before we even had that term, speculative fiction. And his idol was H.P. Lovecraft. But this is a cut-up a la Burroughs and of a piece by Ashton Smith. I know a garden of flowers, orchids of the exotic colors like tiger lilies or pondering amaranths, flowers of fire, flowers whereof there is no symbol in heaven or hell, flowers lovely and marvelous, enchanted flowers in the alternative garden of Satan, perfect and immortal, fierce and splendid, bright and cold as crystal, having no likeness in any world, multiform flowers, folded petals of triple suns, pale petals of paradise, flowers as beautiful as crimson seraphim or the golden snow of the sun. Alas, in the heart embowered with vine and the gleam of marble, flowers breathe like children corrupted, crawling essences of their abiding place. The garden is a tomb of blossoms where the careless, incurious sun still slumbers, torn from end to end, a tomb so trestled, the light reveals a ghastly scrutiny, but the night and the perfumes are as faint as serpents trailing the the tephor and phosphorescence of the moon. There you go. Thank you. Thank you.
Such an honor to hear you read, and thank you so much for
We
being
haven't
part
seen
of
you in
this.
so long, and
Yeah.
it's
I
nice
know. I'm
to
stuck up here in the Hudson Valley. Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you're nestled in there, and
Oh,
and
yeah.
for now, it's good.
Yeah, it's good. It's good for now.
So I'm
Okay.
gonna take you. I'm gonna
Thank
take
you so much. Thanks for all your support.
I'm going
All right.
to take you off the live stream. Watch us on Facebook or
Or
YouTube,
YouTube.
okay?
Yeah.
I will. Thank you so much.
All right. Bye. All right.
Okay.
So, Peter.
So we have Dada is often viewed as Western culture's autoimmune response to the cancer of World War I. And that's so. An aesthetic impulse, it sent antibodies into what was left of a ruined 19th century moral system. And it gave those antibodies names: anti-war, anti-empire, anti-capitalism, anti-authority, anti-logic, anti-normality. Now, if we were to say that we were taking Dada into the 21st century and sending antibodies into what was left of a ruined 20th century moral system, we might include anti-racism and quite a few other antis here that we're facing now, and we must reaffirm that humans can exist past this point of just fomenting hate and fanning and building hatred against one another, because we're going to be in those trenches again soon, if not. And that's why we do what we do, to stave that off and hopefully have sense enough one day before that happens to see that our creative entities have worth on this planet.
Yeah.
And our creative entities also have to start taking better care of the planet too.
Sure.
So let's move on to the next reader, and that would be John J. Trause. Woohoo!
Hey,
everyone.
All the way from you're in Montclair, New Jersey, right?
Woodridge, New Jersey.
Woodridge. Sorry.
Woodridge.
You're usually in Montclair when
I
you're
hang out in Montclair a lot, yes.
out there. Okay.
Right now I'm in my Veal pen, which
All
is
right.
behind me, or a
Veal
Vietnamese prison, whichever you choose.
All right.
So, unfortunately, I think I'll be a little bit of a downer to start with. So here's a piece. I hope you could see it. It's in Faktor in German. Faktor. So it's Untergang, downfall. Essen, fressen, trinken und vergessen. Eat like a pig, drink, and forget. And now I'd like to read a little piece called Firebrand by Harry Crosby, who is a publisher and a poet at the time of Dada. He was a Dadaist and knew the Dada people. Firebrand. What is your feeling about the revolutionary spirit of our age, as expressed, for instance, in such movements as communism, surrealism, anarchism? The revolutionary spirit of our age, as expressed by communism, surrealism, anarchism, madness, is a hot firebrand thrust into the dark lantern of the world. In 9 decades, a mad queen shall be born. Harry Crosby. And now, for my piece, in Maintenant 14, Unsustainable Bullshit, is a letter. The title is New Jersey Turnpike Rest Areas, John J. Trause, 132 Hackensack Street, Woodridge, New Jersey, 07075, Thursday, June 13, 2019. Governor Phil Murphy, Office of the Governor, P.O. Box 001, Trenton, New Jersey, 08625. Dear Governor Murphy, I would like to propose an idea that I proposed to your last 9 predecessors to no avail. I think the rest areas on the New Jersey Turnpike should be renamed since no one knows or cares about the people after whom the rest stops are currently named. Here is what I think the rest area should be renamed: south to north. Clara Barton to Joseph Callinger, John Fenwick to Howard Unruh, Walt Whitman to Frank LaSalle, James Fenimore Cooper to Richard Cottingham, Richard Stockton to Robert Weldon, Woodrow Wilson to Edgar Smith, Molly Pitcher to John List, Joyce Kilmer to Joanne Chesimard, Grover Cleveland to Thomas Trentino, Thomas Edison to Richard Kuklinski, Alexander Hamilton to Aaron Barr, and Vince Lombardi to E. Kikumura. Please let me know what you think. Please accept my proposal, and please send it to the state legislature. Thank you for your time and attention in this matter. Sincerely, John J. Trause. And the final piece is, Warum sind fucking Oma und Opa mitgekommen? Sabine sagt, warum sind fucking Oma und Opa mitgekommen? Gehen Sie weg! Mein Zimmer ist unordentlich. Thank you very much. Thanks, Peter. Thanks, Kat.
Hey, we're coming. Thank you. Nice
Thank
work,
you,
John.
Jay,
I love your
Trause.
piece about the New Jersey rest stop because
Yeah.
those are all real psychotics who murdered people in New Jersey,
Yeah.
and they probably deserve more than these crooked politicians who
Sorry.
than the people that have those names on these. So I think I get behind your movement. If I had a vote in New Jersey, I would
Thank
vote
Thank
for
you
you.
for publishing it, and thank you for standing behind my movement.
We
All
need to
right.
get a
And
Howard.
governors have declined my offer.
Yeah.
We need Howard Unruh up there too.
Yeah.
Howard Unruh, you remember him? He was
on there.
Huawei or something. He just came out and murdered 13 in 12 minutes.
Oh
So
my
he
God.
should have a,
Oh.
you can get your gas and food in 12 minutes, just like Howard Unruh.
All
So
right.
I'm with you. Thank
Thanks,
you,
John.
John. We're going to take you off,
Thank
okay?
you very much.
Watch
I
us
look
on-
forward to being canceled. Thank
Watch
you.
us on YouTube. Watch us on.
Yes, I have it up.
Okay,
All
all right,
right.
good.
Bye.
Okay, so we're pushing at the bottom of this screen. You see a scroll. You see a little scroll there going across the bottom, and it's telling you where to go to purchase Maintenant 14. This is our latest version of Maintenant, our latest edition, a journal of contemporary Dada writing and art. We have 256 artists and writers inside these pages, inside this very spine. You will see great works of art and writing and thought and 6 continents. So next year, Antarctica or bust.
Right.
So now who do we have from our book? It's our only non-East Coast denizen. We're going to bring her up. Gorilla Girl, who is Gay Pasley, but we're going to have to make sure it's Gay Pasley under there, I think. But for now, it's Gorilla Girl.
Welcome, Gorilla Girl.
Hey.
Power to the people.
Okay,
Yeah.
good to see you. And you're right to bring up, there's a lot more antis than just anti-racism, anti-fascism, anti-homophobia, anti-everything that's going on to be who you are. But the funny thing is these little pricks are just throwing it back like it's sand hurting us, saying that anti-racism is racism, anti-fascism is fascism. So what's our plan here to not let that touch us, to not let that deviate us from the work we have
What
to
do you do when someone who's in a position of power says anti-fascists are fascists? I don't know.
The roof. The roof.
The roof.
The roof is on fire. We don't need no water. Let the motherfucker burn.
Yeah.
Burn, motherfuckers. Burn.
Right.
So what do? We want Trump 4 more years to let it really burn, or what? Is that like the?
No.
That's how it will
No.
really burn ultimately. I mean, that might be the way that we can burn it down and change things.
No. 4 more years.
I don't want him. I never
be-
want to see his face
there'll be
again.
too many
I want to
deaths.
give him a restraining order once he's out,
Right.
because he's traumatized every one of us. man. He's taken us to inside, just such hatred coming out.
Yeah.
We're not traumatized enough.
Right. There you go. What do
I
you got?
will burn that mother out.
Right.
Burn him out. I like it. Let's go.
Okay.
Let's make our way to DC and burn that White House down. Let's burn it out.
Right.
Let's do what the British did in 1812. Let's finish the job and let's start over. But that's what our new theme will be of this coming Maintenant 15 is humanity, the reboot. So we got to reboot, but we don't have to reboot the same shit, and we don't have to be reactive to what there ever was. We need to start over with a whole new scheme that will include everybody's thoughts and everybody's creativity in the same place at the same time, and that's it. You know what I mean? That's all we can do.
Power to the people.
That's it.
Right.
That's it.
I see that's your piece that's in Maintenant.
There's your piece back there.
Absolutely.
All right. So you do photographic collages and photography. That's your main area of focus. Plus, you're a writer, of course, too, right?
That's correct.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to be talking about your writing soon, one-on-one. But you want to tell us a little bit about that piece in the background?
Okay. Like you said, it's a collage piece. A lot of my writing deals with my intersections. I am Black, I am female, I am an immigrant. I grew up in the US, but traveled back to Antigua, which is where I was born, only to hear the same stories or very similar stories that my Native American activist friends would tell me. And so, in that there were people that were on the island of Antigua and in the Caribbean, indigenous people who died from disease and pestilence, whose land was stolen. And it didn't seem appropriate to move forward with the art that I had planned on creating without paying homage to the peoples whose land we are on. We forget that. This isn't even our land. And so in this particular image, I photographed at Oklahoma City University. The young woman that is there was the first Native American Central State or University. And then a Native American friend helped me create this image. It was through their stories, their activism, that the ideas came to me. And so in the background, we have a monument here in Oklahoma, which is where I live, the land run, which was another disgrace in American history, where we forced Native Americans to come to Oklahoma. And then in Oklahoma, we stole that land too. And so she asked me to take a picture of it. I did. We incorporated it into the art. I'm a nurse, and just walking or driving through the city, I saw the sign that said Redskins, which is a derogatory term, yet it is on street signs in Oklahoma, and decided to make a statement about it. So thank you for publishing that piece.
Yeah.
And it's an honor to publish with you guys.
It's an honor to always publish your work. Gay, you're one of the original minds of our time. I think that when you came out to LA, that was an incredible performance, and it was so great to meet you in person. And now we're gonna possibly move forward with some other projects, I hope. And we'll be talking about it. We've got another book coming out. I've got a book of essays coming out, and I want you to look at it, and I want you to evaluate whether this, is where you want to be or not. So we've got a place to move forward real soon. And
All right.
we're honored to have you in our Maintenant journal.
Thank you.
13.
Family.
I think we came in at 11.
Thank
so
you.
Take care. If you want to hang out with everybody, we'll have you on at the end. And if not, it's so great to be hanging with you right here. Okay.
All right.
Real, or you want to stay Gorilla Girl? Can we see the
Gorilla Girl all the way?
Okay. Right. Good to see you. Okay.
All right.
All right. Bye-bye. Gay Pasley.
Gay Pasley.
So now we're at the halfway point, but we do have everybody for the next section. So we're really happy, especially if I guess Kathleen and Wes will be on the same. That she's shaking her head there down in the green room. So what we had is a little break that we were going to talk about a few things, especially the book. Maintenant 14. If you look along the bottom, you see the words da 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 da. But what we need to see is what you're seeing right now, the product page. Product. This is our product right here. Is when you must consider our product. And
don't
if
you
you
like
don't,
the way it just ticks?
yes, I do. And if
really
you don't
nice.
want this product, buy our other item. Buy our other item. Buy our other item. We've got something for everyone.
You got
right
something
here.
you'll never
3
see
rooms
anywhere else.
press.
Okay, and I just wanted to say too that it would be a colossal understatement to call Dada a living influence on art. It is not just an inspiration. In many ways, it defines what art is now. And if you were one of the people who bought the banana that was taped to the wall at Basel, Miami last year, then you fool. Yeah.
Art Basel.
Yeah.
Art Basel.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and start the second half, or do you want me to do my reading from the book?
I think it's Kat's turn. We got a little time. Everybody hang loose in that green room. There's still green M&Ms. Make sure they're not sloppy. And the last people were sucking on them, so don't eat the green M&Ms.
We've got a great second half coming up, so please stay tuned. I'm going to start with a piece by Kurt Patterson from Kingston, Jamaica.
Wow, large.
Yes. You can get whatever is in that mystery box. The mystery box costs $100. You have $1,200 on your ticket. Will you go for it? Go for it, the crowd chanted. What does the world say, Tina? 65 million people say she should go for it against 17 million. The crowd cheered. Behind the stage, colorful numbers ran up and down an enormous glittery screen. In the shadows, 5 muscular men crouched and waited in case someone chose that special box. Tina continued. Malaysia has the most super votes, and Terry in Uganda says she's praying for you. The crowd hushed. So, what are you going to do, Joanne? Are you purchasing whatever is in the mystery box for $100? I am purchasing the mystery box for $100. She's purchasing the mystery box for $100. Everyone lights, flash, and dance. Tina, tell her what she's won. Your prize comes from Deepak. Deepak, cultivate your soul. You've won one fully featured body. The crowd cheered. Your new body will be grown from your own stem cells and fed only wholesome organic foods. Your gift also includes free transplants for 200 years and $150,000 in permits. And there's more.
What more?
Oohs and ahs issued from all sections. You can carry up to 2 children in Deepak surrogates for free. The crowd launched into a new round of applause. Joanne spun and kissed her ticket. Now to our next contestant, Marla, a retired school teacher from Phase 7. Shouts and whistles burst from a section of the crowd. The host leaned closer. Marla fixed her glasses. Marla, you could get what is in the mystery box for $150. Remember, no one has won the trip to Bubble City, which means inside one of these unmarked boxes is temporary citizenship in the city that floats high above the troubles of the world. The crowd murmured and shuffled. Remind us, Tina. Tina's voice came from everywhere. Bubble City, the jewel of the skies, floats not only on the warm air inside, but in the hopes of dreams of Founders, Inc., the visionary corporation that created this ideal society and human habitat. Bubble City is powered by photosynthetic grass on the surface of the dome and grows all its own food in organic tubes The Bubble City Prize is for one family, and it includes full entitlements for 6 months, plus a chance at the $1 million in permanent mega wins. Will you go for it, Marla? Marla passed her ticket from hand to hand. The host put a finger to his ear. I've just heard that someone on the panel is reaching out to you. Let's play the message. There's more, but you have to buy the book to find out what the rest of the story is.
Kurt Patterson, he's down in Jamaica.
Yeah. Thank you,
All
Kurt.
right. So we
now
do
we're
have,
getting...
here's the book right here. She was holding it. Now I am. Maintenant 14.
Limited edition.
So, Rise, we are in the middle right now. We're going to get, excuse me, second half readers.
Is it
but
COVID?
Before, I hope not, because I'm next to you. We better put our masks on.
All right.
We've been together since March 15th on lockdown, and at least she's abusing me. That way we can get away with it. It's about time.
All right.
So,
all right.
Anyhow, so what we wanted to announce now, even though we were talking with Gay for a second about that, is our new theme for Maintenant 15, which will, the submission period will be a little later this year, November 15th. We're waiting until after the election, and November 15th will be the submission period starts, and it ends on Valentine's Day, so that will be very Dada, is Humanity, the Reboot. And what we mean by this, our theme for Maintenant 15 is Humanity, the Reboot. And we don't want anything reactive to the past. Of course, proactive would be the only other way to go. But what we want to see is the absurdity and the satire of how we got to this point and how each individual as a whole, as one giant humanity, fucked this all up to get to this place right now to where, we don't really have a place to move forward. We've got a place to build from Humanity, the Reboot.
We've got some things to erase.
But we have one thing that we have to start again, and the past, it may be a part of us, and it certainly there is a lot of the past we don't need to forget, but we do not need to drag the wrong and the collective wrong we've carried with us all along and continue to build a better porch than our neighbor and all the just from that point on or a better cave than our neighbor
or a better cage
a better cage than our neighbor. That's it. We don't need this anymore. We need to see through the absurdity and of the past. And that is what we're looking for with Humanity, the Reboot. Now, in a computer, when you reboot, it comes back on and says, your computer turned off because there was a problem. Do you want to report it?
A problem.
Do you want to report
you
it?
Don't need to report
Do you want to report it?
Yes,
the report is the piece you send to us, not to turn in your fellow man, not to turn in what's wrong.
Where are they going to find out where all this information
on
is?
Our website, on our Facebook page, on anywhere in the world, you'll see November 15th through February 14th will be our
Twitter.
15,
Twitter, Instagram,
Maintenant 15, Humanity, the Reboot.
Okay.
So now we're moving into the second half of the show.
And we're going to start with international.
Perfect timing.
International.
Over the border. Over the borderline. Borderline. We got Madonna here, who's coming all the way from about how many miles? We'll ask him. Bring up Kathleen and Wes.
Okay.
How many miles into Canada are you?
We're 10 minutes from the top of the New York border, New York State border.
Still in another country that does not have number 45 as president, and we envy you and your black backdrop. We really envy that.
Yes.
So, we're going to let you and Wesley Rickert, Kathleen Reichelt take over and give it to us. It's your time to shine. So
awesome. It's great to be here and to be part of this amazing, amazing book, which I have upside down. I'm going to be doing a piece and then Wes is going to come right after me. So you guys can come in and say what you need or want to, or just we'll keep it rolling however it goes. My Dada poem that I wrote for this event is called Pollution Is. pollution, pollution, slipping into ocean, pollution, shoving, spinning back, out. Water says, we don't need you. You need us. Pollution is expansion. Plastic bottle cup fortress high rise, helping humans to polarize out of a paper hat, a plastic bag, a thin cup, petroleum-based fueling. Pollution is liquid smoke signaling symmetry in a lake of unending oil spills, recycled phrase cakes baked to make the pollution sound like tea stains on doilies instead of death basket bringing. Pollution is a codependent lung hugger, suffocating sleep, slugging out songs of disconnected galas, garbage to unmade bedtime believers. Pollution is polluting the brainery. Who has clarity? The weather looks good for Friday. Unfrown your face. Pollution is a slow leak sideways. Everybody knows Leonard Cohen is still buying oranges and romaine lettuce in plastic packaging made in plastic fields forever. Plastic. Pollution is an unblown match pulling on an elevator on the axis of the earth. Pollution is an Amazon banana steamboat crushing ice for flamingo martinis. Pollution is the reiteration of the already known. The already known, repeating, opinion, smearing us towards indifference. Pollution is an open grave, a gravy train, a train clown digging despair out of the eyes of children. Pollution is a deprivation of solution, a spy sending valentines in September and calling it love. Pollution is confusion in the mail. Pollution is packaged in a box near you. Pollution is you in a box next to the dehydrated sour cream flakes. Pollution is the poison soil solutions for sale. Defending dead dreams, no solution shrugs, paving the road to frozen volcanoes, to glitter-filled icebergs that burn in your ears. Thank you. Up next, Wesley Rickert.
Hey. I can't see Peter and Kat. Where are they? Where'd you guys go? Are we on? Yeah, okay, cool.
How are you?
Hey, good. How are you? How's it going out there? Excellent. You two look fantastic.
We're
We switched to the Swamediums from the
Oh yeah, maybe that's why I couldn't see right away.
Right. We'll do it.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So Dada. So good to be part of the 2020 live stream Dada Festival.
Yeah. Thank you for being another Canadian coming from Dada. All
yeah,
right.
we're just as Kathleen said, we're just a little bit over the border.
We're gonna do one of those draft dodgers, except if we have to, we're gonna be coming up your way soon.
All right.
Let's hope.
Doors always open.
Thank you. You told me that. So
All right.
All right.
All right,
Okay,
Wes,
turn it over
take
to
it
you.
away, baby. It's your
Wes.
show.
Right on. Okay, here we go. Hashtag donkey shit flower planting. Ha you or you your or you your or honey or han or han me or homily honest lee honest sweetly honest homily sweetly honest han you your on sweetly perfume syringe perfume garden colors color garden syringe perfume dirt diamond dirt diamond derman dum unfun, unfun, unfunny, unfunny, new, carrot, new, knee, funny, carrot, new, knee, funny, unfunny, knee, elbow, neck, guillotine. Ha, 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 yeah, ha, ha, maybe, sung, maybe A, maybe B, maybe C, maybe D, toi, E-G, maybe G, maybe E, G, won't be, buzz, won't be buzz, be buzzing, be busted, buzzing, busted, Z won't be, buzz palm, sing along, might be power, be crushed, be peppers, crushed, power, be little, be ants, would be ethically, would be ethical, would be ethical, all will be barefoot, we cheerfully, leafy, cheer, leaful cheer, long earfully, earwax, deaf, cheerleader, deaf, ear wax, long ear, deaf, cheerleader, leader, me, band leader, leader, dear, letterly, piano, properly, fertilizer, deep, lazy, fair, is, done, dirty, doot, fun, money, sunny, jackass, mixed, refunded, hashtag donkey shit in a vase.
All right, Wes, thank you so much. Where's Kathleen?
She's going to come right over here.
Thank you, Kathleen. Thank you, Wes. Hey! One couple to another. Thank you.
Right on. So much fun. Thank you so much.
All right, good. We'll be seeing you soon. Yeah. We're going to dig our way under the
being part of this. Thanks, you guys.
Yeah,
you're
thanks
amazing.
to Peter and Kat and Three Rooms Press.
Hang out. We'll bring everybody back on at the end.
If you want to hang out, we'll have you back. Okay.
Okay.
Let's move forward with the show. What do you think?
Yes,
unless you have something to say. Da at the bottom there. But let's put the book back up. Since we had our Canadian Dadaists, put the book. Here's our book. So please think about this book. You're just seeing 15 of the performers tonight from 256, and that's how gifted and not that book. That's the book of horse racing from the 1970s. It was from the 1970s. I remember when. Anyhow, so don't pay attention. Don't look by the man behind the curtain.
Who's the man behind the curtain?
We have a new reader, and we're bringing up Meghan Grupposo. So come on up. And it's such a pleasure to see you.
Such a pleasure to see you.
And thanks for joining us. You have the book behind you as it's just like Matthew was in. It's like you guys are almost in the same place, like Kathleen and Wes.
And it's almost like these are all of our children and they're in a cage. So
there you go. You're in a cage. You're right about that. So we're going to turn the stage over to you.
All right. Take it away, Megan.
And go get them.
All right. Thank you so much. I've got two. One not from the book. A poem wants to pass the Bechdel-Wallace test, so please stop talking trash about Greta Thunberg. They talk like they have their head in a bucket and it's stuck and they're inhaling their own CO2 and are sweaty and lightheaded and have no idea what the sunrise brings or how an owl's wings are soundless when expanding or that the crabs that inhabited the bucket never made it out because of every other crab. Never mind that the crabs were blue. They talk like they have no idea that anything could ever not smell like old, sad crabs filled with hope and longing, or that the sweetest aspect of the smell occupying nostrils in a head feeling light from non-oxygen is the echo of the ocean we all gestated in to be here now. Our truest home, with ebb, with tide, with flow. They talk like they don't know that fresh air exists, or that 4 out of 5 of their senses are lodged in an upturned bucket, or that it could be removed. The echo of their voices off plastic walls are the only voices in their ears. They talk like they have no idea that the sound of wind rustling leaves is as refreshing as the sound of the ocean a block from Brighton Beach, as refreshing as the sight of sunlight making the tile of my Mexican table glow blue, as refreshing as was each mouthful of water from a metal spout in a stone wall with a daily view of the old man of the mountain. You who removed straws from the nostrils of sea turtles, come here. You who cut dolphins out of fishing nets, pulled hooks from sharks' lips and cigarette butts from seagull stomachs, tin cans from raccoon heads. You who removed spider silk from a heavily laden bee. Come here and take the time to hold down this angry, hugless, and unkissed man. Remove the bucket from his head. And now the second one, which is so fabulously in the book with all these other awesome folks. Our teetering stuff pile in the stomachs of those we've never met. All that's between us is polyester, made by tiny hands with ankles tied to beds, womanhood tied to indenture, husbands hunched over. All that's between us is cracked in a can, a plastic bottle unscrewed. This is the way we care for each other. You look parched. A gun carved out of wood, a stick picked up, your fingers folded into the right shape, still hurts my feelings. What are those? I'm uncomfortable. Let's monetize something. Here's the chiffon capelet, these boots I thought you'd like that don't fit over your calves. What's wrong with your calves? All that bonds us is connected to men missing fingers and hands and whole arms, is connected to accidental fires hemmed in with intentional locks, to burning people. It's connected to we never learn, to I don't know this feeling, I just volcano at you. Put a lid on it. Look at this designer lid. In the basement, under the Persian rug, there's a pile swept up I wasn't strong enough to climb the stairs and carry the vacuum down for. It grows when no one's around. Every time it's stepped on, there's a sneeze. Everything that's between us is many car rides away. Let's keep our feet bare. Take off our lids. Let's walk. We've been holding everything in. There must be diamonds. There must be. Thank you.
Yay, Meghan Grupposo.
Thank you so much, Peter and Kat.
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Stay on, and you and Matthew can come back at the end. We'll bring you all up if you'd like. If not,
yeah, no, we'd love to.
Okay,
All
good.
right.
So we'll keep you on the stream, and we'll see you in a little bit.
Right on.
You got something to read, Kat?
Yeah, I just wanted to do a little excerpt from Tristan Tzara, who wrote the Dada Manifesto way back in 1918, and a few other times too. Philosophy is a question. From which side should we look at life? God, the idea, or other phenomena? Everything one looks at is false. I do not consider the relative result more important than the choice between cake and cherries after dinner. The system of quickly looking at the other side of a thing in order to impose your opinion indirectly is called dialectics. In other words, haggling over the spirit of fried potatoes while dancing around it. If I cry out, ideal, 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 knowledge, 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 boom, 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 I've given a pretty faithful version of progress, law, morality, and all other fine qualities that various highly intelligent men have discussed in so many books, only to conclude that after all, everyone dances to his own personal boom boom, and that the writer is entitled to his. Yeah.
Or hers.
Or hers.
Or theirs.
Or theirs.
So we're going to bring up the next reader, Christine Sloan Stoddard. Here she is.
Right.
We missed you last year, Christine. You look wonderful.
Thank you.
What happened? Oh, there. We missed you last year at our show, but you were.
Yeah, I apologize. There in spirit.
We're beyond tomorrow now. You're here, and that's all that matters. I was just saying that we haven't seen you for a couple of years, so
It's nice to see you.
It's a good.
Thanks.
All right, so we're going to let you take it away.
Turn the stage over to you with this lovely headdress and
Christine Sloan Stoddard.
Woo! All right, thanks. I have photography in the book, so I am reading things that are not in the book. Sorry for the delayed response to your email. Sorry for the delayed response to your email. I just didn't feel like replying. Sorry for the delayed response to your email. I actually won't be sending any more emails to anyone ever again. To reach me, please throw pebbles at my window or do not attempt to contact me at all. Sorry for the delayed response to your email. I don't know if you heard, but email actually doesn't exist anymore. This message was made available via time travel. Your concerns have already been addressed in another dimension. Goodbye. Sorry for the delayed response to your email. Unfortunately, email never existed. It was always a figment of your imagination. You are a sorely disillusioned individual. Hopefully, I am not the first to tell you this. I'm sorry that you imagined email in the first place. What a horrible waste of imagination. You could have had cotton candy teddy bears, or even world peace. Instead, you dreamt up email. You suit. Next up is BlazerCom. Good morning, very important client. Welcome to this very important business meeting. We will discuss very important things. I hope you can ignore the cum on my blazer. Somehow, I just haven't seen it yet. All right, and last up, please don't read my resume. Hire me for my humor and charm because I don't meet your qualifications and minimum requirements. I will never be a corporate ninja, champion, wonderkind, or expert of any kind. I promise no passion. All I need is a paycheck. Should I put that in an email for you to forward to HR? All right, thank you. That's all I got. Thank you so much, Peter and Pat. Bye.
Thanks for bringing us thoroughly into the real world. I think it's perfect, especially with the headdress. Very effective.
Yeah.
Who wants it? Who wants to go back into it?
Who needs it?
Who needs it? We're going to create a new world, especially in MAINTENANT 15. So I look forward to seeing your work next year. Or when you send it in, don't you worry none. I want.
All right.
We will see you if you want to hang on, we'll see you at the end.
I will.
Good, hang in there. And here's Kat and I. We're still 2020, and we are the SWA mediums. We are swamis and mediums, so we have become the SWA mediums. So that's right.
Yeah,
We've connected to SWA mediums.
Two things together.
And I wanted to. I thought I had something. Oh, for Dada, Tristan Zara again. He says, I write this manifesto to show that people can perform contrary actions together while taking one fresh gulp of air. Right? That's what we're doing here. I am against action, for continuous contradiction, for affirmation too. I am neither for nor against, and I do not explain because I hate common sense. So we are here, and anyone can attribute to what we're doing to something else. It's not what it is. It's only the people you see tonight, and only their uniqueness.
And your uniqueness
being there.
That's
it can only exist on this plane, and that's it.
And listening to it.
And listening and performing, it's just ours. So next we are bringing up Martina. Where is she? Martina's off the. Where did Martina go?
Martina
She
drifted.
dropped off. Puma, we're going to need you. Oh,
Hey,
there's Martina. We're taking Martina.
All
You
right,
dropped
yeah.
off. Where'd you go? Are you up in Hudson or back in Brooklyn?
I'm up in Catskill. I'm still.
Excuse me. I know that you're pissed off at me now.
Ah.
You know that goddamn bridge. This is how wars start. This is how Dada movement came.
This is how her reading started.
Yeah, that's right. We're going to turn the audience over to Martina Salisbury in Catskill, New York. So go get them,
Martina.
Martina.
Yes, I'm in Catskill, New York, in the land of Rip Van Winkle. Still awake though. Thank you, Peter and Kat, for including my poem in this beautiful issue of Maintenant. I'm honored to be in such amazing company and just grateful for you guys and everything that you do. All the work you do and the energy you put into the publishing and your own writing and performances is amazing. So thank you. And I have one poem to read. It's the poem that's in the issue, which is page 193, if anyone is wanting to read along. It's called The Week in Review. And just two quick notes. I wrote this maybe January 4th at the beginning of the year with absolutely no idea how shitty this year was going to become and continue to be, and let's hope for the best. So it feels almost naively pessimistic in hindsight, but let's just, let's hope for the best. And a tiny other note, there is a mention of a building in New York called the Ansonia, which is one of the first luxury buildings, apartment buildings built in New York City. And years ago, I heard a story about the building having a rooftop farm that was created in 1904. So the residents of the building could have fresh milk and fresh eggs. They had about 500 chickens living on the roof. And the building it's on Broadway in Amsterdam on the Upper West Side. It has cattle-sized elevators, so they could bring cows up onto the roof. And I always kind of loved this image of cows living on a roof in Manhattan. It's just so weird. It would be really weird to be those cows. And I think they were shut down a few years later, and I believe the cows were then moved to Central Park, but I'm not sure. Anyway, this is The Week in Review. Just 4 days in, if that, into this new year, walls of flames are chasing kangaroos and koalas. And we are chasing war, taunting fate to come out wherever you are. Fear scorching hope like eucalyptus, leaving bodies burnt in the wake of paradise already forgotten, like last year's newspaper, becomes kindling for the house that will become our tomb. And we daydream of past days before our time, when cows grazed on the roof of the Ansonia, wondering how the hell did we get here? Before the Bronx burned, before airplanes and luxury condos changed the sky, and Bowery became a supreme shopping destination for rats, lining up next to the Mission with dollar signs screaming a rainbow hell yes. And we wonder as we stare into screens, how the hell did we get here? Scrolling past burnt bodies and kids in cages, we order another Aperol Spritz despite the mockery of the times. And time will hold us in contempt for the future we are leaving behind, carrying signs and signing petitions, voices unheard by politicians. I'm sorry we couldn't do more, but there was more we could have done. And now it's unsustainable. We are drowning in our own bullshit. The world is going up in smoke. But hindsight is always 2020. The end.
Yay,
2020! Look at it! How could we be? But you weren't so. You were present in your thoughts there, Martina. Don't sell yourself short, nor your intuitive nature.
Yeah, but you know what the problem with this whole year and what caused everything is that Anne Waldman didn't hold her New Year's Eve. year.
That's we blame Ann Waldman.
The whole
Pass
year
it along,
happened.
Ann Waldman.
Yeah.
Ann Waldman's
But
New Year's Eve
We've
party.
had Martina in the book as well as a few other people.
We've had her mother,
In this issue.
Ingrid Wendt, was in this issue and also on our West Coast Superstars #1, which was, I think, session 3.
Right.
And we had her father in a couple of years, right? Ralph Salisbury.
Right.
In exactly. And we've
We're
also
loving.
had her husband, Franco, in an issue with a photo of her son, Gavino. Now we're waiting for Gemma.
Gemma!
So we get the full
We
equation.
want Gemma.
But the first poem I ever wrote that was included in Maintenant is about Gemma. So she's secret.
Okay. We've got the entire equation.
Okay,
We're
good.
going to cut you some slack here.
Yeah.
Okay.
But we won't cut Gemma any slack.
Okay, I'll tell her.
Okay.
Tell her that. Tell her
All
that
right.
she's willing to. She's perfectly. She gets. It's
Oh
open
my
for her
God.
to submit this year if
All
she
right.
has something to say about Humanity, the reboot. Your computer was restarted because there was a problem. Do you want us to report it? Okay. Thank you so much,
Next.
Martina.
Love
You're,
you guys.
stay on and we'll bring you up at the end. Okay.
Okay.
We want to see you at the end. So hang loose. All right. So now we're getting down to it. We have 2 more performers, and then we're going to have a little chat with everybody for a second. Me and Kat, and we'll have a chat, and the chat and the cat will be on there, and the cat chat, the cat in the chat.
So with no further ado,
we're bringing up Puma Perl. Look at that.
Hi, guys.
See you, Puma.
All right.
We
Good
saw
to
you
see
on
you.
Library Night, and we're so happy to see you again.
Oh, yeah, that was great. I love doing library night.
So
Yeah.
we're going to turn it over
Yeah.
to you in the audience.
All right.
So please, Puma Perl.
Hi. Thank you. Thank you so much, Kat and Peter, for everything that you do. And I'm going to read 2 short ones. One was submitted and one was accepted. So they were both written for this issue. That's where you are. I'm never where I am. Look at your feet, they used to say. That's where you are. Blue snakeskin, silver bowie, leopard suede, black on black. I am unattached, unraveling quietly under hot December sun and frigid July winds. I look at my feet. There is nowhere we can go. Blue snakeskin, melting, silver bowie, running, leopard, black on black, and all of us waiting, never where we are, looking at our feet. And this one is called Ticket to Hell, and it's in the book. Scientists say the world is ending. Sounded believable. So I quit my job, fucked the wrong people, stopped paying rent, and developed a drug habit. But the world didn't end. It's a velvet underground ticket to hell. Another apocalypse, and we can't be late. Grabbed a rock and roll shirt and a few pair of socks, some black underwear, and a high-powered rifle. All bases covered except for the drug habit and the people I fucked who were still all wrong. Thank you.
Puma, thank you so much for joining us, Puma.
Thank you.
We're right on time here. It's
Yeah.
incredible. We've done 100 performers, and we've never gone over the time. And right now, it looks like we're on our schedule 3 minutes over, but I actually screwed up earlier on 5 minutes. So we're under again on
Right.
this. It's just incredible. No one could do what we've
Thank
done
you
here.
for
Thanks for joining us from.
I like the piece that we didn't accept.
I do.
That was kind of Prussian also. Yeah. So we're going to Kettle of Fish, all right?
That's right. That's right. Hang loose if you want to hang out with us at the end. We'll bring you back and we'll talk a little bit and then take us off live and hang out a little more. So
All
just
right.
sit still for a minute, and we have one more performer, and then we're going to wrap things up and bring you back. So how we doing?
So now we're doing great, and what we're going to do is we're going to welcome to the stage Haida Hattree.
She's ready. What a pro.
All right.
Haida, hello.
Hey.
Hello.
Hi.
So what we have is we do have the video, and we can hopefully bring it up on the screen. We're going to try to do a screen share, right? And hopefully it works. Do you have something to say during the video as well, or is it just the video?
That won't work.
I was going to show it. I saw that it's easy to do this share screen, and I would like to move something around while I'm doing it. But if you prefer to do it,
I think
Cat knows.
When you share your screen, that is all we see.
So
we don't see you.
We can't see you or anything. So we have to go with the shared screen. And next time, let's work on this earlier because we might figure something out.
You can try if you like. So.
Yeah, okay, let's try it. But I want you to say first. I want you to say. I want you to say exactly the same. What I'm so thankful for everything you do, and I'm so grateful that I'm a part of this, and I feel so well in this community. And
you are a part of the
that
community.
is one thing.
Yeah.
The other thing is that what we will see now is a kind of depressing ending, but my contribution to the book is a flower, and it was a part of Not a Rose, which is a series I made where I used trash from the slaughterhouse, and I did that because I grew up on a pig farm, and all the things which are included in this video is what I experienced myself. Okay. I will share the screen. I will try to share the screen now.
If you can share it, and if not, we will. Okay?
All right.
Okay. It doesn't hit me. It doesn't hit me.
Let us try it, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
We're playing your video.
Okay, do it, but make it at the big, make it on highest volume. That's very important.
Yes. All right. So here we go. Share screen. Okay. Oops.
Entire screen.
Entire screen.
Maybe an application window.
Share. Okay.
There we go.
All right. So here we go.
Jealous? Jealous? Because he's so big and so good.
All right. That's it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Wow. Boy, that was a pretty powerful film, Haida.
Well, we've got to look for a new way, and I mean that's like for next year, Humanity the reboot. Let's stop rebooting these guys kicking their boots into these poor creatures who have no more or less right to be here than we do. Any of us, they have as much right to be here.
This is happening now, although we know for 50 years probably since factory farming exists that is done and nothing has changed. Even whole food is getting their meat from places like that. I just wanted to address this bullshit that we eat animals is just
Well, it's
beyond.
a literally unsustainable shit. You know what I mean? We can't continue this way of life because it isn't a way of life. It's just a way of making consumers capitalism's
and so many meat factories also had so many COVID cases too.
I saw them wearing masks, so that didn't help them either. They're dead too. Maybe we should be crushing them and eating their meat too, which is what happened after Germany fell in World War I. That's what they were selling, human meat on the street. And thus, who became our people? Adolf Hitler stemmed out of this, saying, "Listen, you're not going to have to eat like this. You're going to get everything you need from me." So we can't be in that position anymore. And of course, the greenhouse gases that are coming from how cows even feed, let alone the killing of them. It's just not sustainable. You're absolutely right.
Thank you so much for putting that together, and we're gonna and thank you for being you and putting your piece together as well. Your art piece out of it. You made beauty out of this horror.
You're always outspoken, and we love that about you.
Yeah.
You know. You have something to say, and the world should abide by hearing it.
Right.
They would gain. The whole world gains from their adherence.
Now we're gonna
I'm gonna take you off for a second. If you want to stay on and join us,
join us at the end.
Join us in a second. Just stay on for a minute.
Stay in the back.
We'll bring you on.
All right,
because we're right on time. 8:33 wrap up. 8:35. So I mean, I think that's pretty good.
Right. So there you go. That film was incredibly intense and moving.
Oh, that's the past.
So what we're doing now?
This is oh no, wait, that's the How to Pick Winners book. Jack the Ripper we had on earlier, and the Jack the Ripper. No,
wrong book. All right,
we have our MAINTENANT 14. Please, I'm sure we piqued your interest in all of these fine artists tonight. 15 of them. That's almost a fifth. I mean, 5% of the people
only 5% because we have
256 people in the book, artists
from 33
and writers,
countries
and 6 continents. Next year, we want Antarctica. So again, I reiterate: if you know an artist or a writer from Antarctica, please send them the link when we have it send them the link to the submission page,
and also send them right now the link to our page to get the book,
to buy the book right there.
Because some people are creators and some people are appreciators of creators. So let's find those people. All right. So now we're going to wrap it up by bringing everybody back to the stage. So unless you have
let's bring everybody up. Why not?
All right.
There's Meghan and Matthew.
What are you guys doing?
Hey,
Kathleen, Wesley,
and Wes, and Puma, and Steve. We got everybody.
Dada, 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 dada.
Pretty bunch of lithium.
We had
Hi, Matthew.
Hey, Puma. Everybody, but we're happy to have you guys here to say one more thank you.
I'm going to get rid of our banner. or
banner?
brand, so we
Okay.
can see everything.
Yeah.
There. Whoops. Wait. There we go. Now we got everybody up here.
So yay! Thank you guys so much for being a part of this and for creating and doing these shows has really been something to help get through this. This is kind of like a shared time of just you get the blank slate of life as it is without
Tabula rasa,
anything.
the clean slate.
Yeah, so it's good to be together and to see people creating. We're gonna bring back John J. Trause. Here he is.
Hi, John.
Hey.
He's from session 1, from
Right.
from the first half of session 7.
Yeah.
So, what we're going to do now is all wave goodbye or pull your ear like
Carol Burnett.
throw a kiss like the dating game. Remember this? So whatever you want to do, let's say goodbye to the audience. And wonderful.
Yeah.
And
I'm in my pen.
thank you so much. And just stay on, everybody. We're going to end the broadcast, though. Maintenant, 14. Thank you so much.
I feel like a baby.
2020 live stream Dada.
We will be okay.